Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Georgia State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Complete downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Blue Raiders offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interested to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Back back to pass on second down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Great job by the defense. Force the quarterback to make the throw. You keep him in front of you, get him on the ground. Now it's in 4th down. Now hopefully they bring in the punt unit, and you succeeded.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
That's caught. It's off. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And they strike first. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Going to the running game. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Murray. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Give to the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this is a big third down coming up, man. This team's trailing, haven't had a great first half, but this offense has a chance to cut into the lead or tie this football game. Big third down coming up.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Carpenter. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Stokes. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
All right, defense. it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And now on second down for this offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carpenter. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Quick completion on the out route. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, MTSU. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Boise State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to fire. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got him this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
On the run, it's Clemens. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Power football with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man down the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Looking for the end zone. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys...
There he goes. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Got a little space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Hands it off. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd down, going up top. Caught close to the marker, it's Erickson. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking for space, it's Murray. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
All right, let's get it.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Snagged in the middle, it's Erickson. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right.
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On third down, he drops to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The lone back's got it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He'll keep it himself. Wide open spaces. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running it to the right. Makes one man miss. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. We reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Going with the counter play here. Touchdown, Panthers! And here they come, almost all the way back. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the punt team. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They'll ride the hot hand and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. Oh, a lot of space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The play action fake. Caught. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And the offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play, now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 5 over Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught in the backfield, it's Shaw. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
With the catch, it's Stokes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. He unleashes a long one.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kick is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Here's a heat. He'll throw it. Got a man. It's McGee. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.